Hello, and thank you for viewing this interview by Time Magazine. This is a once-in-a-lifetime chance to interview the creator of the world, God Himself. We received millions of questions for tonight's interview, but unfortunately we could only choose 10. Choosing out of all your questions was a very hard thing to do, so we chose only the best, of course. Thank you for being here today with us, God. Our first question is from Carla Villarreal from Hollywood, California. Her question is, oh my goodness, so I came across this contest by seeing the ad for it next to these cute on sale heels on the Forever 21 website. They were only $21.99. Cheap, right? My question is, how are the incarnation and the Paschal mystery connected?
My incarnation and the Paschal mystery are deeply connected in many ways. My incarnation has no need without the Paschal mystery, and the Paschal mystery could not have taken place without my incarnation. The Paschal mystery is the death, resurrection, and glorification of Jesus, my Son. These events couldn't have taken place without Jesus becoming flesh, which is the incarnation. Therefore, the Paschal mystery and the incarnation are linked in these ways.
Okay. Our next question is from Cameron Rodriguez from Birmingham, England. His question is, hi Time Magazine, what makes Joseph a model?
Joseph, the foster father of Jesus, was and remains a model to all. Joseph lived his life as a compassionate man who displayed faith and trust throughout his life on earth. Due to his righteousness, but also his inability to expose Mary to shame, Joseph divorced her quietly, sparing her death by stoning, had he chosen to accuse her of adultery. An angel then appeared to Joseph and Joseph did everything he was told to do without question because of his trust and obedience in me. Joseph did what he could for his family without hesitation and cared for Jesus as his own. In this way, Joseph was and still is a model, husband, and father.
Our third question is from Stephanie Delani from Beverly Hills, California. Hey guys, how are you? So Daddy showed me a submission contest on the way to our private mansion, and I hope I win. Daddy said to always be number one. My question is, why did the Word of God become flesh? Okay.
The incarnation was a way to help the human body redeem itself. The biggest reason for my incarnation was so that humankind would once again be reconciled with me. Human beings were separated from full communion with me after the fall, and my incarnation helped with restoring full communion with every living being. Humankind, understanding in me, had to be restored as well, and my incarnation helped with this. My incarnation helped to show my unconditional, never-ending love for humans. Aside from this, I wanted to display what a model of holiness does in their everyday lives, while helping each and every one of my children sharing my divinity.
And then our other question is from Alexa Payne from New York, New York. Hello Time Magazine. This is my submission for the 10 questions for God interview. Why did God forgive Adam and Eve even after they greatly disappointed him? Thanks.
I did not necessarily forgive Adam and Eve after they disobeyed it. They did lose my trust and their fellowship with me. but they never lost their salvation. Once you are a child of mine, you will never stop being one. Since you were one of child to begin with, every human has their freedom of choice, and what they make of their life is up to them. I am here to help guide you along the way, but what every child of mine decides what will become of their life is their choice. And their choice only anyone can be redeemed with the help of me and loved ones, if it is truly their desire to be forgiven.
McKenna Williams from Tampa, Florida asks, "Hi, so I was required to do this. Whatever. I don't even need to ask anything. I know everything. This is pointless. My first question is, what is an important covenant located in the Bible? I already know tons, but you can answer. I don't care. Go for it."
My covenant with people displays the faith and love that is shared between us. Every covenant I ever made was meaningful, but it is a specific covenant that I always stand out to everyone. My covenant with Noah was one full of trust and faith. My covenant with Noah is an assurance that I will always protect humankind, forgive anyone who wishes to be forgiven, and love every breathing, living being endlessly. The rainbow that I create at the end of the flood signifies that I will always be there and that the event of the flood will never occur again.
Hunter Matthews from Sheffield, England asks, "Hello, please explain the 5 luminous mysteries."
The 5 luminous mysteries represent the 5 moments in which Jesus was most clearly identified as my son, Messiah. These mysteries of light highlight events in Jesus' public ministry, where he is seen as the light of the world. These 5 mysteries are the baptism in Jordan, the wedding at Cana, the proclamation of the kingdom, the transfiguration, and the institution of the Eucharist. The baptism in the Jordan is by far the most significant one. This having to do with the fact that it is the first revelation of this day. I spoke out and I declared Jesus as my beloved son. Another event in which I helped my son was in the Transfiguration, where I helped the glory of the divine. Nature shined forth from his face. Besides these revelations, Jesus had 2 more events that were highlighted by miracles, and 1 more that is the focus of all 5 mysteries. The wedding at Cana is where Jesus changing water into wine took place while Jesus forgave the sins of many at the proclamation of the kingdom. The last mystery is a very significant one. It takes place at the Last Supper, where Jesus offered his body and blood as bread and wine.
Our 7th question is from Ian Joseph from Compton, California. He asks, "Yo Time Magazine, what up dudes? I feel famous emailing you guys. Shout out to the bro Joe. Okay, so my big question is, why did God flood everyone but Noah and his family and 2 of each animal? That is messed up, man. Like, I feel bad for all the other dudes. Anyways, thanks, peeps."
The flood that lasted 40 days and 40 nights saddened me deeply. but it had to be done. Human beings had been sinning greatly, and too much bad was happening in the world. Noah and his family were the only family faithful enough to be redeemed, which is why I warned them and made the covenant with them. I ordered Noah to build an ark that had enough space for a male and female of every animal so that they could continue reproducing after the flood. The point of the flood was another chance for humanity to start over, a chance for redemption.
Our next question comes from Kelly Thompson from Honolulu, Hawaii. Hey, my question is, what is the new law made up of?
New law is a way in which I can redeem you by purifying your conscience. The new law is based on what brings a child of mine in full communion with me and with others. This law is summed up in 2 commandments, those being the first 2 commandments, which are the most important. The 2 commandments that make up the new law are, you shall have no other God before me, and you shall love your neighbor as yourself.
The following question is from Josh Simpson from Nayarit, Mexico. Hey. First of all, I think I should be put on the committee for a time because of my extended knowledge. I do have 3 apiece right now after all. My well thought out question is, how did original sin affect humankind?
Original sin is the first sin ever committed, and it has affected every human in many ways. The biggest impact that original sin has had on humans is that you are now all subject to sickness and death. Other effects of the original sin have been that faith in me has been lost. Treatment toward others has become more harsh. Killing, worshipping other gods, and abuse. The biggest outcome out of the first sin of the first human beings, though, has been that humankind now has a natural inclination to sin. Nothing good ever came out of original sin. But remember that I will always be willing to forgive you.
The final question is from Liam Lopez from Hong Kong, China. Greetings, fellow Time Magazine board members. Fair day today, am I right? Of course I am. What is an exquisite opportunity to be able to contact you. Anywho, my judicial inquiry is, what do the Christological prophecies teach the human race? It would be an honor to have this inquisition chosen. Aside from this, I currently reside in Hong Kong, China. My best regards.
The Christological prophecies help reveal how my plan will be fulfilled throughout my relationship with my chosen people. These prophecies make connection in order to help humankind gain more belief and faith. The prophecies state only truth, which helps humans understand and believe through events easily. These Christological prophecies were fulfilled when Jesus Christ was made flesh through the incarnation.
These have been the selected questions out of millions we received. Thank you for joining us tonight. We appreciate it. Have a great day.